Jordan Henderson might be leaving the football club. Right, hello there everyone, welcome back to James Redmond TV. Now if you can't tell, because I'm dead ugly at the moment, I mean I'm quite ugly anyway, but I mean right now it's a bit more, like add a couple of extra points. It's because I just woke up, and I go on my phone because I'm a degenerate who goes on his phone when I first wake up, and I looked at my phone and I saw news about Jordan Henderson possibly leaving Liverpool Football Club. Am I existing? Am I real? Am I alive? I don't think I am. According to Eloquip, and apparently this is one of the more reliable journalists from that source, Jordan Henderson is in advanced stages to possibly be going to Saudi Arabia. What does this mean? It means Steven Gerrard wants Jordan Henderson. Not really surprising. Second of all, it means we could get money for Jordan Henderson. No money for Genie. No money for Thiago next year. No money for all the other players we've let go of already. But money for Henderson. Hendo Nino, who's 33. Don't mind if I diddly effing too. You know what I mean, chat? And I understand you're going to sit there and say, James, why are you hating on Jordan Henderson? And why do you want him to go? Because we need to be out with the old and in with the new. We need to embrace change. We need to embrace the new youngsters like Bajcetic and Morton, who 12 and 18 months ago you were saying, these are the guys. So how about we rely on the guys instead of offering a 33-year-old more game time? Here's my method of madness. People put emphasis into the leadership for Jordan Henderson, right? And by the way, I encourage you looking into the source yourself, but I just woke up and a lot of people DM me this, and apparently this is reliable. I thought I'd bring it to you, and we'll see how this molds over the next few days. Jordan Henderson has got no ceiling to get better. Zero. In fact, he's bounced off the ceiling and now he's on his way down. Let me know if that's a W or an L, chat, because I don't see how Henderson gets better, and over the past 18 months, I've seen him progressively get slightly worse. If you're saying to me, we can get an offer for a guy who only brings leadership, because let's not overemphasise leadership, right? Let's not suggest that the difference of us winning a league title this year and not is Jordan Henderson speaking like this Jordan half-time mate and saying, let's get up the fucking Reds, you know what I mean? If we really care so much about the leadership, how about we FaceTime Henderson all the way from fucking Saudi, because we're probably not going to be playing games at the same time, I'd assume. And if we're not, FaceTime him, and how about you use the inspiration then? I think what's more important is getting the money in for Jordan Henderson, maximising the opportunity for Bajcetic and then Morton, if you want to give them the chance, or if you want to go out and get a new midfielder. And I don't know how much this is being talked about for. I know he's got 2 years left on his deal, and I do know that he's declining, and I would like to get a fee for Jordan Henderson. I think that's a very impressive thing to do. I do think that's a very impressive thing to do, because over the past 18 months, he just hasn't been that good. Really hasn't. I actually don't even think he's been our worst midfielder. I think Fabinho's been slightly worse over the past 18 months. But Jordan Henderson is older than Fabinho quite significantly. He's been amazing. And people are going to interpret me saying him going is me not liking Henderson or me hating him. He's been here for 12 years. And the point that I wanted to raise, but I kind of cut myself short, was don't overemphasise leadership. You know, Manchester United, they lost so many big names. Over the years, when they lost Roy Keane and stuff like this, they still won trophies. When they lost Schmeichel, they still won trophies, because you can't afford to lose leaders. It's about building the leaders behind them, so then if anything happens to the original leader, someone else steps in line. Come on, guys, what happens if the king dies? Someone else steps in the throne, you know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a bit, I wish we were more like in older times with like kings and queens and like swords, you know what I mean? It would have been belter. But Jordan Henderson, he's been a great servant to the football club, but don't overemphasise, should we have a player on over 100k a week just for vibes? No. It's why I didn't agree with Adrian signing the contract extension, because now you've wasted a homegrown position and you're offering a goalkeeper that never plays 60k a week. But apparently it was for vibes. Now, that's fine, because Adrian never plays, therefore there's no chance of him disrupting or interrupting the momentum of the season through a bad performance because he barely plays. The only thing I worry about Henderson is he gets a lot of game time. If he's at least not available, then Klopp can't play him. And I don't think he'd play much anyway. We have just got McAllister. We did also get Soboslai. And with the news of Lavia, I do believe that nothing but selling players is good for us right now. And if we can go out and get 5, 10, 15 million for Jordan Henderson. I think that's significant, and I think that's something that should be listened to. So I definitely, obviously, I woke up excited because you guys, I think you know my stance. I want to get rid of the older players now. I don't mean all of them. I'm not saying let's get rid of them all at once. For instance, Fabinho and Virgil, I'd keep them both. But I want to see a new a new centre-back and a new CDM to push them in their positions. I don't think their positions should be guaranteed. And then if they are not regular starters in 12 months' time because said new players has came in and replaced them, then you can sell them if you really want. Or if they want to stay and they want to be a backup role, I'm not hating that either. So it's not hating or liking, but let's not be too sentimental. Sentimentalism, I don't know what the whole word is, but being sentimental isn't necessarily beneficial and does not equate to winning trophies. And if it doesn't equate to winning trophies, that's a bit of an issue, because it's either one of two things. We're dropping our standards from what was the original bar of wanting to win trophies, or now we're being a bit more mediocre. We've lowered the standards and now we're all right with top 5, because it's not top 4 no more. It's top 5 from next season onwards. Top 5, get the Champions League places, which is wild, by the way. It's going to be so difficult to change from top 4 to top 5. But anyway, the players need to start going out with the old, in with the new. Let's change. And if we rate Stefan Bajcetic so highly, let's provide him opportunity. Curtis Jones, it's been the likes of Jordan Henderson who's probably limited his game time, therefore maybe limited his growth. But we were never meant to sell Henderson before. Henderson was amazing for what we did before. In fact, I'll always go out on the front line and say we were always a significantly better team with Henderson playing. I don't think that same statement remains true today. I really don't. I think his leadership and the way he orchestrated and the way he vocalised himself and the way that he played, yes, it was safe and yes, it weren't very technical, but it was efficient. And Jordan Henderson is one of the most efficient, best leaders that I've ever seen in my life. And I'm so grateful for Jordan Henderson. If he's watching this, feel free to call me a twat, mate, you know what I mean, because I am kind of. But furthermore, I hope you know how much I do love you, because lad, your boss, you know what I mean, you've been amazing for my football club since 2011 when he joined from Sunderland, and he's not been a flop, he's been a huge overachievement. Between Kenny Dalglish when he signed him and Benenton Rodgers, the end of his era, I'm not going to lie, mate, I did not like Jordan Henderson. I thought there's no chance for this guy. He's meaty, he's average, and everyone seems to like him. And then Klopp came in, kept him as captain. I was like, shit. And the next thing you know, he does boss, and he just improved, went from strength to strength. And I want people to make sure that they know how much I like Jordan Henderson, love Jordan Henderson, but I also love my football club more than any name, more than any shirt. I love Liverpool more. And that's why we need to focus on getting these young players more opportunities. And yeah, let me give you an example. Who's the most valuable squad in the world right now? It's not Man City. It's Arsenal. Arsenal with the young players, young squad, a project. And we've only got Jurgen Klopp for 2 more years. If Jordan Henderson has 2 more years on his contract, you're telling me Jurgen Klopp goes, Jordan Henderson is staying in that time. Who are you developing in the midfield? People are saying I'm scared of Milner and Henderson going over the 2-in-1 window. We haven't won anything in recent time. So if we're going to continue to not win in recent time with Henderson and Milner there, let's start building these young players up. If we're sell to buy, the most efficient thing to do is to buy young players, because they're the biggest chance of being profitable. For instance, look at Fabio Carvalho, came in for 4 to 5 million. He's now not played at all. He's now gone to Leipzig. He's going to come back and be profitable. Why? Because he's young. So if we want to be... Yeah, look at our best sales in the past. Ryan Brewster, young player. Solanke, young player. And then that allows us to go out and reinvest it. Well, actually, they never, because they never really wanted to invest that money properly. But you know the point that I'm trying to say? It's much more beneficial if we have assets to sell. And right now we're getting to a point where we've barely got anything to sell. And if you're telling me that we can create an asset... Because listen, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And if they see Jordan Henderson as the beauty... and they are Saudi Arabia, let's get some makeup on this bitch and let's get him gone. All right, I'll fly him to the airport. Chat, make sure that you have the plane ready. Cheers. Anyway, guys, let me know in the comments down below if this is a transfer you'd be happy with. Are you sad? Are you happy? I'm sad and happy, but I do want him gone. I'm not going to lie. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there, because I think if I carry on talking, people will think I'll hate Jordan Henderson. Guys, I love you. Thank you for watching. Leave a like. If you don't like me, leave a dislike. Let me know why you hate me in the comments down below. And I will see you all later. Peace.